Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with a tutorial and we are making comfy soles. That's what I call them, Videstra's comfy soles. So the first thing I want to do is start off by measuring the size of the foot. Now I will tell you that this size was way too big for me, so I over measured, right? So if you're a size 8, I would say just measure an 8. I did a 10 for some reason, and I'll show you what I did at the end to make sure that they fit. Now, to begin, we're starting off with our chain stitch. I'm going to do as many chain stitch as the measurement. So the measurement was 10 inches, so that's what I'm working with. So let us do as many chain stitch as needed to get to that length. Now, while you watch, if you are new to my channel, I would love for you to join the family. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like the video, and share it with a friend. Continue watching. Now, once you're through doing as many as you think you need, then you want to take your tape measure and see if you made enough chain stitches. Now, of course, I did way more than was needed, so I measured it and then I held it to hold the position and then just simply pulled the thread out to undo the chains that I did not need. Of course, I'm going to measure again to make sure I have the right measurement. Oh my gosh, I did this at 11, and this really does fit a size 11. I tried the shoe on my son and it fits him perfectly. But anyways, keep watching to see what I did in the end, to see how I made it work to fit my petite size 8. Now, as soon as you've finished all the chain stitches that you need, you're going to turn the corner and start to do your double crochets. I'm doing double crochets because I need the padding to be fluffy and I need it to be cozy, because these are going to be house shoes. I want them to be warm and I also want them to be padded enough. Now, each time I get to the end of that row, once I do the final double crochet, I'm simply just turning around the entire piece and then starting again on the next row to do my double crochet. I continue with those double crochets all the way to the end, then I'm flipping it around again. Now, obviously for this shoe, I decided to go with these colors, black, green, and gold, but you can do any color you want. You can do one color, you can do two colors only, you can do a variated already mixed color, whatever you decide, and you can decide to mix it and match it with however you like. I did the black on the soles, and then you'll see how I did the green and the yellow, but you could have done this anyway. You could have put the green on the bottom, whatever suits you. So this is just the way I did it, and hopefully you'll choose something that's fun if you decide to do it. As a matter of fact, leave a comment below and tell me what colors would you choose if you were going to make a shoe like this. So for the sole, I did 6 of these rows of double crochet. So I've completed one sole and already started working on the next sole. I just skipped over that a little bit just so that I don't have to keep you here all day. In reality, the shoe took me about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours to complete fully. It was really quick and easy. We're not doing a whole lot, and if I did it smaller, it would take me even less time. So this is me finishing up the second sole. Now I have them both. And you notice that most times I tend to flatten my piece, and that is because I don't want them to have any curvature. So I've decided to use green for my second color, and this is going to be basically the bottom of the shoe. This is going to be the part that holds the shoe together. It's going to make sure that you have some coverage on your foot, and it's also going to be what is joined to the top. You'll see it all come together. So basically I'm just doing double crochets all around this entire sole, a full circle. Now, just in case you are new to crochet and you're not sure how I'm attaching this to the base, I'm just pretty much just pushing my needle inside one of these loops that is with the chain stitch, and then I'm joining them to make my double crochet. So it's just looping in all this thread so that it joins together, and then I am making sure that it stands upright instead of flat, because now we want the shoe to cover or encompass the foot, right? So as I'm working, I'm kind of turning it in so that it's coming up instead of laying flat. Once I get around the corners, I also circulate my stitches. So especially in the corner piece, you want to make sure that you're doing 2 double crochets in that area just to make sure that they join. And you see how I join that together. Once I do that, I'm going to do another row. So that will now start my 2 chain stitches and my double crochets, and I'll do that all around the entire shoe. So I've completed one of my soles, and then I'm starting on the other sole. I like to do them one shoe, one step, one step, one shoe, just so that I'm on equal wavelengths versus completing one foot completely and then doing the next foot. I don't know, for some reason in my head it just makes it better to work that way. Just in case I have to make any adjustments along the way, they're symmetric and they're aligned. And if you're watching and you would really love to have one of these shoes and you can't be bothered to try and make it yourself, please feel free to email me. My email is in my description box and I will find a way to get it to you. Okay? Deal. right, look at that. We have our 2 base of our shoes completed. Now what is missing? Now I decided to do the shoe in a loafer style, or do you know this, the Sperry's, is that what you call them? Yes, that's the type of style I decided to go for. So I am missing that top piece to cover the shoe, to complete the shoe. So this is where I brought my yellow, and oh my gosh, I love these colors so much together. And it's not just because I'm Jamaican. So I did, how many chain stitches did I do here? I think I did maybe 24 chain stitches here, but you will decide how much you want it to be, because really and truly, if you wanted it to come all the way down to the ankle, you could, or if you want the top to not come down as far, you can decide the length. But I figured that I loved it being at least halfway for the shoe. That way, once you put your foot in, you have enough coverage and you have enough warmth. So once I do my chain stitches again, we're going to do double crochet, and I think we did about 5 rows as well, just to be in the center. Of course, if you are completing it for a broader foot, then you might need 6 rows, but I thought that for this shoe 5 rows would have been okay. Now you can see in one of the shoe I've already completed it. I've used my crochet needles to kind of hold it in place just for me to see what it looks like, and that's what it's looking like so far. But I need to complete it and then join it together before we can consider this done. So keep watching to see how this turns out. Yay, we're finished. So once it's finished, I line it up very well in my shoe, and then I'm going to take some extra needles that I have and just mark it in place just to make sure that it's lined up. I want to do equal sides, right? And then of course the top, I want to make sure that I have enough width. So once I line it up, then I'm going to use my black thread and do the outskirts of this to give the piping effect. I could have used any color as well. I could have used the green or the yellow, but I decided to do black so it ties in well with the soles and also just gives a nice little outline. So I start from right to left, so that's why I turned the shoe. While I'm working, it's kind of hard for me to work with the needle already in place, so I think they sell like crochet pins. I really should order myself some of those just for these kinds of project. But anyways, once I know the measurement, I can go freehand without it being marked. I just line up all the edges and I want to go evenly. So every crochet project you will see the loop. So I want to join the thread into each loop. I don't want to skip over it. I don't want to put a thread in two, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to zoom this up so you can see me looping it in. So not only am I going to stop where the yellow is, but I'm actually taking this black piping all the way around just so that it looks kind of, you know, uniformed and it has some kind of style. So let's take this black piping all the way around. When I get to the back, I kind of skip over 1 or 2 loops just so that it can take in the back a little bit to make the shoe fit more snug on the foot. Even though I'm going to put strings in there, so I don't need to do that, but for it to just have some good shape on its own, I did do that. I also decided to put the black piping right across the yellow as well, because again, I thought that that gave more aesthetic appeal. What do you think? Do you think I should have left it without the black piping? Comment below. And just like that, we are all done. But for the final touch, I decided to do the string, as I've been talking about, because I wanted it to have like a tassel effect on the front of the shoe, and I wanted it to be versatile. Remember how I said that this was really a size 11 and my foot is a size 8? Now for the size 11 person, it will be perfect, but for me, if I want to wear this, I put the string, looped it through the shoe, so that way once I tie a bow on top, it would gather everything in the back so that it would fit me. So in the end, you'll see just how much that fit me once I pulled it all together. But for now, let's focus on the strings. I'm doing it long enough to give me a nice bow tie. I think I counted either 80 or 100 chains. I think that would be a good base, but you see I'm measuring it just to see how long it is. You can freehand like the measurements because it's not going to be the same for everybody. You might want your string longer, you might want it shorter. Once I have my string, then I'm going to line it up. Now I started in the center on the top of the shoe, and then I came across to the side of the shoe, and then I'm going to loop it around the very top of the sides and come all the way back around to center. Once I get there, you'll see what I did. So we're all done and I tied it in a bow. So you see, once you tie that, if you pull the string, and of course any loose thread, you want to make sure that you conceal those. So that's what I'm doing right here. But in terms of the string, once you tie that bow, you can basically pull it all the way up once you put your foot in and tighten, and the back will gather to form your foot. When I did it, it gathered up a whole lot, but when my son did it, it didn't, because that was his perfect size. Now of course, if I'm gonna make one for myself, I would make it to be my perfect fit. But in the event that you are sharing it with your spouse or children, you see the gather in the back, just in case you're sharing it with your spouse or your children, then whenever whoever is wearing it, they can adjust it to fit them. So let's call it a one size fit all, maybe. I'm ready to go. I love these shoes. Tell me what you think below. Would you wear these? Do you think that is easy to make? Are you going to try to make it? Thanks as always for watching, and until next time, keep those fingers moving. Bye y'all.